Hey guys, it's Casey. I wanted to do some fall art jewelry for you today. Today I'm going to be working with some open bezels on resin tape. All I've done is stick my bezels onto the tape, and then I'll take a roll of tape like I'm doing now, and I roll it across the top to make sure that they're all secure. Okay, I've got some beautiful fall glitters here, and these are fall leaf glitters. They are so gorgeous. I got these all off Shein. First, I'm going to take the finest glitter out of this stack, and I'm going to paint the small bezels. These are for bracelet and jewelry making. You can also use them on necklaces or whatever you want to do. And I'm going to paint the tape with the glitter. This is a quick, easy way of getting a pretty background. So I'm going to paint that, and then I'm going to drop in 3 drops of UV resin in each little bitty bezel. It takes exactly 3 drops to fill these bezels up. Okay, and now I'm going to take my tool and I'm going to go around and make sure I spread out the resin all the way around and make sure it's all reaching the edges. Now I'm going to grab my little fall leaves, and I am going to take them one at a time and put one leaf in each bezel. This was very time consuming. It did take a lot of time to do, but in the end I really love how this came out. Just putting one leaf in each bezel. It's a beautiful fall bracelet. Okay, now that I've got my leaves almost all in there, I'm going to take and torch it with a lighter. I use a long neck lighter 90% of the time, and then I'm going to cure it for 90 seconds. Okay, I'm not worrying about curing the back sides just yet because I've got to do these other 2 bezels. Now I'm using a primary element to paint the back of these. This is actually a paint, but it is a dry paint. It's the only dry paint system in the world, and I've just painted the back of these with this. It's like a mica powder. It gives you the same effect as a mica powder. And then I filled them with the UV resin from Bond Crafter, sprinkled in a little bit of the chunkier glitters. I really want this to kind of resemble a pile of leaves. And I love the mixture of these colors. These colors are just so beautiful. The orange and brown and yellow, reds. It's so pretty. I love a warm color palette. Always my favorite colors are in fall. Now I'm going to take and add a few fall leaves in here. This one I'm just kind of randomly throwing them in and mixing them in with the glitter. The others I was kind of arranging at the top. Now I'm going to torch it and cure that in place. And now I'm going to add a fall sticker on top of it. Add a layer of UV resin. Torch that. Well, I'm going to spread it out first. Then I'm going to torch it, and I'm going to cure that. Okay, now I've got my black mica powder, and I'm just going to paint the bezels black, the tape black underneath these 2 bezels. Put in some UV resin, spread it out, a very thin layer, and I'm going to cure that. Now I've got these beautiful Aurora, I don't know what they are, glitters maybe, and I'm just, because I only cured that for 8 seconds, and I'm going to put that on while it's tacky, and then put on another clear layer of UV resin. Spread that out. Now I've got a galaxy theme going. And I'm going to throw in some of these beautiful crushed glass pieces. And I am going to cure. Now I'm going to put on a false sticker on top of that. And we're going to put on one more layer of UV resin. That's why these layers have to be super thin, because you're working in layers, and it's very important to be able to build them up to keep those layers thin. Okay, and now we have those two done. Now I'm going to take this chunky fall glitter and put it in the back of this one. And I'm going to paint the last one blue with that same sea glass from Color Art. Okay, now I'm going to put in my resin. Spread it around. And I'm going to add in some red crushed glass on both. This one I'm going to keep the red crushed glass to the base. And I'm going to torch them. Cure. Add in my fall leaves. They're a little harder to see on this piece. They really blend in with all those colors. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm just going to put 3. And then I'm going to adjust them to where I like them. I want it to look like leaves falling from the sky into a pile of leaves. So I use the red fall leaves. Put a layer of resin over top of that. Spread it out. Torch it and then cure it. Okay, and I'm going to cure these for 90 seconds and then flip them over and cure for 90 seconds on the back sides as well. Now I'm going to take off all these little leaf pendants. They're really pretty. They're really hard to see on camera because they're so small. But they're really, really pretty. And once I get all these little leaves off of here, we'll put them to the side and I'll show you these beautiful pendants. Okay, now, here's the first one. Isn't that pretty? The second one. I love that one with the butterfly. This one's really pretty. I love those galaxy glitters. Really pretty backgrounds. That one, it really needs something. And this one's my favorite. They all turned out really pretty. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to give you some up close shots of these guys. I think they are gorgeous. I really love these glitters and these colors for the fall. They're just so pretty. It's hard not to love stuff like this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Here is my bracelet. Well, the pieces of my bracelet. I'm going to show you my bracelet in just a second. Here is my bracelet. You guys have a beautiful day. Thank you for watching. See you next time.